Well, hello there, Internet. Cthulhu the Dark One back with you once again for another figure review, this time in honor of the awesome new movie that just came out and I saw last night, The Amazing Spider-Man. Be taking a look at the, well, Spider-Man figure from the Marvel Legends line, the recent line that came out. Take a quick peek at the box real quick. Now, this is the variant. He would normally be in his big-time outfit that he used in that storyline. If you've never seen this in stores yet, the paint on it was atrocious. They tried to get the whole like glowy green thing on his body, and it just did not work. And it's a shame, because if they hadn't have done that, it would have been a decent looking figure, but it was kind of like a fade, but it was so much of it, it was horrible looking. Like, I had a couple chances to pick it up, and I just didn't, because it was like, ew. But anyway, they did a storyline called Big Time Spidey, and he wore this suit. The variant that I have, and is the point of this video, is actually from when Johnny Storm died and had left a recording for Pete to join the Fantastic Four, which Reed renamed into the Future Foundation, and this was his outfit in that. I like the Big Time suit, but this suit here is probably one of my all-time favorite Spidey costumes. Even more so than probably the black suit. Because it's, I don't know, I just really like it. I did a little bit of touch-up work on this myself. With a black Sharpie, just to kind of even some things out. To make myself happy. But overall, it was pretty good out-of-box paint. Like I said, it was real minor touch-up stuff. Like, right there on his wrist, I colored that in. He was missing a little bit on his fingertips. I touched that up. Let's see, what else? Right here on his leg, the stripe in between that actually makes the joint. I colored that in to make it one uniform color. Colored in the white dots there where his knee joint is. Did the same on the arm, on the black side of the costume. I thought I colored in this wrist too. Apparently I did not. But yeah, I mean, generally speaking, it wasn't bad out of the box. Oh, and let's see, I touched this up a little bit, like coming down from his body to make it more uniform looking. Just a little bit there. But overall, like I said, this is probably one of my favorite Spidey costumes in recent times. I just really like the way it looks on him. And not a bad figure. Looking at about a 6-inch figure, I guess. Standard Marvel Legends. Decent posability. Only gripes, I would say, is kind of like I said with Cap. His neck is, I mean, he has a head joint, which is very posable, but his neck is still like leaning forward, like he's hunched over. And y'all know Spider-Man, out of any Marvel character, is usually hunched over or in a crouching position or something like that. But I don't know. I just wish it would have been straight up, and whatever. That's just me. That's one gripe I have. And the second gripe is his humongous shooting web hand. You can't tell me if this balled up into a fist it'll be the same size as that. I will not believe you. So this comes across as a little bit big. Doesn't look too horrible. I mean, it could just been just a smidge smaller. And another gripe I kind of have, I don't expect interchangeable hands with every single figure I buy. But, I don't know. If I had a nickel for every Spider-Man figure I had that had the left hand with Webby doing that pose and the right hand a fist, I wouldn't need to look for a job. So just some options, you know. But other than that, great figure. Like I said, I really like the costume. I got nothing against the standard black and green, but like I said, the paint on that thing was atrocious. So I just picked this guy up instead. Posability, like I noted before, got a good neck joint. And kind of a first on this figure, his eyebrow is actually molded. Like the eyes just aren't painted. to give it more of like he's actually wearing a suit-ish sort of thing, like a you know. But anyway, up, down, all the way around, pretty good. Shoulder, ball joint, all the way up, all the way down, and rotate. And then he actually has kind of a shoulder blade sort of thing where his arm can come back and forward a little bit, which is kind of neat. I wasn't expecting that. It's not a lot, like it's just enough to kind of be there, sort of thing. Like there it is all the way out and then close in. So, and then he has a, I guess, ab crunch. Here's leaned all the way back. Here's leaned all the way forward. Waist, double elbow, and ball jointed wrist. It can pivot and spin all the way around. Standard Marvel Legends hip joint. It's either going to go in and out or forward and back depending on how you have the joint itself rotated. But good range of movement on it either way. I mean, get some pretty cool Spidey poses out of him. Double knee joint. And ankle pivot, and thank goodness on him at least it tries to be an ankle swivel, but I think the joint was put too far forward because it doesn't, like, it swivels more on the front part of the joint than it does in the middle, so it's a wonky kind of pivot, but it does kind of pivot. So yeah, it's a pretty cool little figure. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of this costume and then Spidey in general. The new movie was awesome. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. I'll give Sam Raimi due credit for everything he's done in the past, horror movies and all that, but yeah. 10 minutes into the new Spidey movie, and it's like, why wasn't the other one like this? Sort of thing. So see, you can actually get him in some cool Spidey poses. Well, actually, he would be shooting a new one with this and be holding the existing web line with this, I guess, if you really want to be technical. But, you know, pretty cool little figure. Really good posability. Like I said, not bad out of the package if you're just horrendously picky like me. A black Sharpie will do wonders on these things. Just be careful not to goof up. But, other than that, pretty cool little Spidey figure from the 2012 Marvel Legends Future Foundation Spider-Man in his white and black. Man, I love the way this looks. But anyway, that'll do it.